programming C. Okay, so can anyone tell me what are the different ways we can generate time delays in our AVR microcontroller? So in the previous class, we talked about that thing that we can first of all go through an loop, which is nothing but unnecessarily wastage of time of CPU, and the other is the user-defined functions that are available in C, and the third one is with help of a timer. So maybe timers we will be start discussing from the next class onwards, or maybe after the internal examination. Okay, so the one of the important way through which we can generate a delay in AVR when we are programming in C is using the undefined functions. Okay, so there are three different way to create a time delay in AVR C programming. One is using a simple for loop. Already we have talked about that. It is similar to the way we use NOP instruction in our assembly language, but the same can be done in the C also by using a simple for loop. And the other way of defining or generating a time delay in an in our AVR is using the predefined functions, and the final is using the timer. So the last one, already the first two ones we have already been discussed, or we are going to discuss, and the last one, that is using the AVR timers, probably we'll be discussing after the internal examinations. Okay, so in creating a time delay using a for loop, we must be mindful of two factors that can affect the accuracy of the delay. So if you are using a for loop is nothing but it is the way we use to generate a delay with help of an NOP instruction. Okay, so if that is the case, we must be mindful that there are the factors on which the accuracy of the time delay generated would be depending upon. Okay, so let us discuss this. What are the factors? Okay, so the first factor, on which the the delay that is being generated with the help of a simple for loop is your crystal. Okay, so the crystal which is connected between your XTAL1 and XTAL2 input pins of the microprocessor is one of the most important factor in time delay calculation. Okay, because the duration of the clock period for the instruction cycle is the function of the crystal frequency. Already we have seen that the each instruction in our AVR is executed in the one machine cycle. One machine cycle is nothing but it is a one clock cycle that is of your crystal connected to an XTL1 and XTL2. Okay, so obviously if your crystal is having a good accuracy, definitely whatever the time period that you have calculated because of the execution of the instruction would be accurate. Otherwise, if the accuracy is poor, definitely the calculated value of your delay will also be affected because of the poor accuracy of your crystal frequency. The second factor that affects the time delay is the compiler used to compile the C program. Okay, now can anyone tell me what do you mean by compiler? Already we have discussed this thing, that what is compiler. I would like to ask 28 number. Yes, 28 number. Hello, 28 number, are you there? Yes, 28 number. Yes. So please tell me what do you mean by a compiler? Yeah. Okay, 42 number. Hello, 42 number. I don't think
Yes,
42
sir.
number. Yeah, 42 number. So can you tell me something about what do you mean by compiler?
Sir, compiler converts low-level inputs when executed by a computer.
Okay, anyone else? 57 number. Hello, 57 number.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you mean by a compiler?
Sir, in compiler we can write a code and run the code.
Very good. Okay, so actually the compiler is a program in which we would provide a C program and it would be converting that C program into the machine level program. Okay, so that is what a compiler is. So actually if you write the code in C program, okay, definitely you will be requiring a compiler. That means whatever the program that you have written must actually be converted into a level of a language which is understood by a microcontroller. Okay, and we all of us know that a microcontroller can understand only the language of 1 and 0. That is what we call it as a machine level language. So this compiler is nothing but it is a piece of code, or it is a kind of a program which converts our C program into a machine level program. Okay, so the accuracy of the delay generated or the accuracy of the delay calculated when you are generating a delay using a for loop, that also depends upon what the compiler that you have used. Okay, so when we program in an assembly language, we can control the exact instruction when that sequence is used in the delay subroutines. But in case of a C program, okay, it is not in our hand because a compiler is used to convert the C statements into the assembly or the machine language. As a result, the different compiler produce the different code. In another word, if a compiler, if we have a given compiler in a C program with different compiler, we can have a different hex code, and that is way we can have a different value of the delay that is being generated. Okay, so for an example, how we can generate a delay with help of a for loop. Okay, so this is a simple example which can help us to see how we can generate a delay. Okay, so over here we have written the delay function. Okay, so whenever this delay is being called, okay, it will be passing the value, and according to that it will be generated. Okay, so let us have the statement of the program. So write a C language program to toggle all the bits of port B continuously with 100 milliseconds, assuming that the ATmega is connected with 8 megahertz of crystal. Okay, so we can write it something as unsigned integer I, and this is just a for loop. Okay, so for I equals to 0 to I less than 242150, okay, I plus plus, and this is just a main program that while when port B equals to this, then call the delay, then port B 0 cross 55, and then again call the delay and return equals to 0. So this is the simple way we can use a for loop for generating a delay. Instead of using another function, you can just write the for loop over here also. That would be making one of the same sense. Okay, the other way is if you want an exit, means if you look at upon this example that we have seen over here, the amount of delay that is being generated depends upon this value, and it ultimately depends upon what the crystal frequency you have connected. Okay, but if the same code is given to the compiler, means the code will be compiled in the other sense and it will be generating a different results. Okay, so instead of that, what we can do is we can use the predefined functions. Okay, so in a C, the other way of generating a time delay is to use the predefined function such as underscore delay underscore ms or underscore delay underscore us. So these are the some of the example, okay, which is available in a WinAVIA. This is a compiler, but if you are having a code vision, then the predefined function may be something as this. Means you can see the point of difference. This is underscore delay underscore ms. Over here there is no underscore delay. It is just delay underscore ms, delay underscore us. So the different compiler that use a different predefined functions, and they are all included in delay.h. Okay, so the only drawback of using this function is the portability problem. Portability, as already we have discussed about the portability, means the code written for one program, one particular compiler will be not able to run it on the other one. Okay, so because the different compiler do not use the same name for the delay functions, you have to change even the place in which the delay functions are used. So if you want to compile your program on the other compiler, you need to do this thing. Means every place you need to change either the name or either you can have the wrapper functions. Okay, so yeah, the portability problem can be solved little bit of with the help of the wrapper functions. So wrapper function is nothing but you can just rename the the predefined delay functions. Okay, so if you use the wrapper functions and decide to change your compiler, instead of changing all the instance of the predefined default function, you simply change the wrapper function. Okay, so that is why generally we use a wrapper function for generating a time delay, because the name of the functions are different. So let's say that your delay function is existing at the 10 different places in your code. So if you are changing your compiler, what you need to do is you need to change the name of the delay function at all the 10 instances. The other way of doing that is you can define a wrapper function. In only the wrapper function, if you change the name of the code, that would be reflected in the whole code. Okay, so this is an example, means you can see that I have defined my own delay function. So cap delay underscore ms. Okay, and this is the name which is being used for the different compiler, that is underscore delay underscore ms. Okay, so what you can do is you can have this is what we call it as a wrapper function. Okay, so you can define the name within it and you will be able to do the task. Okay, just a minute. So this is the way you can generate a delay in your C program. The other way of generating a delay is the timer based delay, and that we will be discussing in the maybe after the internal examination. Okay, so that is all from my side for today. If you are having any kind of query, you can ask me, and you are free to ask the queries related to the previous topics also. No issue. Hello. Is there any doubt, my friends? The things I have discussed up till now. Hello, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can also go through the topics for your internal examination. And once again, if you are having any kind of query, you are free to ask me at any point of time. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.